Back to Lesson 1 Introductions. This is Part C for more verb tense review. How long has Tom worked there? What verb tense is that? It's the present perfect with for and since. We use this to describe duration of an action and answer the question how long or how much. This present perfect form uses the helping verb have or has plus the participle. Regular verbs add ed to make the participle, and irregular verbs have their own participle. You have to learn them. We also use the following time expressions. For plus an amount of time. For 6 years, for 2 days, for forever, for never, for 1 hour. We use since plus a specific point in time that the action started. Since a year ago, since last week, since May 10th, since my birthday. How do we make the construction of the present perfect using for and since? Start with the subject, use your helping verb have or has, plus your participle, plus the object and time expression. Let's look at an example. I have lived in Portland for 4 years. How do we make the construction with the negative for the present perfect using for and since? Start with your subject, use your helping verb have or has with the negative not, so that's haven't or hasn't, plus your participle, plus your object and your time expression. Let's look at an example. Max hasn't played tennis since 1999. How do we make the present perfect and ask a question? Start with your question word, use your helping verb have or has, plus your subject, your participle, add your object and your time expression. Let's look at an example. Where have you worked since 2002? Another example. How long has he been a mechanic? Answer. He's been a mechanic for 9 years. That's the present perfect because it describes how long in the past. We also use the present perfect to describe unspecified past events and repeated events over time. We express events that occurred in the past at an unspecified time. We express repeated life experiences over unspecified time. And we use the present perfect with the following time expressions to describe something that happened in the past at an unspecified time or a repeated action. Twice, 3 times, 4 times, a few times, ever, and never. How do you make the construction with the present perfect to communicate non-specific time in the past? Start with your subject, use your helping verb have and has, add your participle and your object. Let's look at an example. Peter has visited Europe 3 times in his life. How do we make the construction with the negative? Start with the subject, have and has, plus not. So if you use the contraction, it's haven't or hasn't, plus your participle, plus your object and time expression. Let's look at an example. I haven't played golf very many times. How do we ask a question? Start with the question word, use your helping verb have or has, plus your subject, plus ever, plus your participle and object. Let's look at an example. Have you ever been to France? Here's an example. Have you ever seen an elephant? Answer, no, I haven't. I've never seen an elephant. The verb tense is the present perfect. Now let's review our tenses again. Question, what are you doing right now? Answer A, I study for a test. Answer B, I am studying for a test. The answer is B. Question, what did they do last night? Answer A, they watched TV. Answer B, they are watching TV today. The answer is A. Question, what were you doing when the rain started? Answer A, we used an umbrella when the rain started. Answer B, we were riding our bikes when it began. The answer is B. This is the end of our presentation on the present perfect verb tenses using for and since and describing repeated actions in the past at a non-specific time. Now go to the Lesson 1 Practice C, complete Lesson 1 Practice C, and then watch the video of Edwin Mazariegos.